Powered industrial trucks like forklifts have made life on terminals a lot easier over the years. But when different equipment moves around a busy terminal, there are also risks, deadly ones. When working on or around equipment, you must keep safety in mind at all times. The incident you are about to see actually happened and resulted in the death of a longshore worker. A groundman was communicating to a crane operator that the back reach was clear to receive the forward hatch cover. At the same time, the aft forklift driver passed by on his way to retrieve 2 pin bins. After the forward hatch cover was landed, the ground person moved to place a safety cone at the leading edge when she was struck and run over by the aft forklift driver, who was carrying the load of pin bins back toward the bow. She was pronounced dead at the hospital. How did this happen? The aft forklift operator was busy doing his job, so busy that after he lifted 2 pin bins from the rack, he didn't lower his load to make sure he could see where he was going when he started traveling back. This meant he was driving blind. In fact, he didn't even know he'd hit the ground person until another longshoreman yelled for him to stop. The forklift driver also didn't keep track of the pedestrians working around his route of travel. He had passed the ground person only minutes before. Maybe he didn't notice her then, or maybe he forgot about her by the time he turned to bring the pin bins back. Either way, if he had been paying more attention, he might not have hit her. Another factor in this incident is that the forklift operator was traveling at a higher than normal speed. Even if the forklift driver had seen the ground person, it's possible he would have not been able to slow down in time to avoid hitting her due to his speed. The ground person's actions also played a role in this tragedy. She had noticed a yard truck working nearby when she was communicating with the crane operator, so she had been scanning her environment. However, she lost track of the aft forklift after the hatch cover was landed. A forklift may not be as big as a yard tractor or top pick, but it can still be a deadly piece of equipment. If you are a forklift driver, it is critical that you follow all the rules of safe forklift operation. One of the most important rules to follow is to always make sure you have a clear view when traveling. Never move a forklift if your view is obstructed. Lowering your load before traveling helps you see ahead. The blades of the forklift should be 4 to 6 inches from the ground. Lowering loads is also critical for keeping the forklift stable. The higher a load is off the ground, the higher the risk of overturning. If your view is still obstructed after lowering the load, travel in reverse. Get a spotter to help you if you need to turn around. Then, after scanning the area to the rear of the forklift, drive in reverse with the load following. Keep your head turned in the direction you are traveling until you reach your destination. Another benefit of driving in reverse is that you reduce the risk of losing your load when braking. Before moving a load, make sure it is stable. Carrying 2 pin bins stacked on top of each other is unsafe because the boxes are unstable. If the driver has to stop short, there is a real danger that the boxes could fall and hit someone on the ground. Whenever you are operating any type of moving equipment, you should always keep track of pedestrians. If you pass pedestrians on your way to pick up a load, make sure you know where they are when you begin to travel back. Staying alert and looking for pedestrians really is a life and death matter. Getting a job done safely is always more important than getting it done quickly. Don't let your enthusiasm to do a job get in the way of safety. Always stay within safe speed limits. If you are a ground worker or other pedestrian, you also have serious responsibilities when it comes to safety. One of the most important things you need to do is always keep track of moving equipment. The terminal is a busy place. For your safety, you should stay alert to what's happening around you. Never turn your back on equipment and always stay out of the danger zone. This forklift driver and ground person are no different than you. If you operate a forklift, Always follow safe procedures and keep track of pedestrians at all times. If you are a pedestrian, stay alert to the movement of equipment around you and keep out of the danger zone. Don't let a tragedy like this one happen to you.